arms, holding back the tears, a chance for it to escape my pole. I'm holding back the tears, but I think I'm about to let it go. I've wasted all my tears.
don't you control it from your phone?
I can, but I'm lazy. We're live.
Ari, what up? What up?
So,
what up? 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 You got to give me a second while I catch up. It's just, well, we go ahead and do introductions.
So, if it's Sunday and you missed us yesterday, it's because of the snow, that little bit of bullshit we call snow. That wasn't nothing, but apparently it's something. It's big enough to keep the children out of school tomorrow. And I think that's a travesty, and I don't even have kids.
Look, it is what it is, man. It's your man, Branson.
It's B.D.U.B. It's just us two for the night. Everybody couldn't make it on Sunday.
And
they had to go to church.
Effing podcast. So, yeah, it's just me and B.D.U.B holding it down tonight. So, you're going to have to be subjected to what we want to talk about.
Yeah, and it's going to be a plethora of topics and a myriad of shit.
Well, before we get started, I thought we were going to get through the week without having to do an RIP, but RIP Louie Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I figured you'd be a Louie Anderson fan.
I like Louie Anderson. I thought he was funny. I mean, it's just, for the past, decade, I hadn't seen him. I'm so used to seeing him in something on TV.
True. But Louie Anderson, if you're not familiar with him, he was a voice in B.D.U.B Kids.
No, his two main claims to fame were his scene in Coming to America.
He was in Coming to America as well.
And Life with Louie, the cartoon. I don't know. Everybody I knew grew up watching that.
And he was also in Ferris Bueller's Day Off as well.
What was he doing in there? I don't remember that.
He was in there. I went to Google his credits because, I like to be prepared when I come on the show. And he was in Bueller's Day Off. He's in the credits. So, we're going to talk about what we want to talk about, like I said. So it is playoff weekend. The playoffs are coming to an end. The Bills and Chiefs are in a dogfight right now.
And we can't watch it because we're entertaining you. These are the sacrifices we make to make it in this game.
Oh, well, no, the Chiefs are up now, 23-14. And the wild card this year was pretty good. Now, my team's at home. Cowboys are at home. Mm-hmm. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are at home. Tom Terrific is not going to be in the Super Bowl this year.
Good.
I mean, yeah, that's good because you're going to see a lot of new faces. Now, this is who I want to talk about, though, before we get too deep into it. Shout out to all our loyal followers, watchers. Shout out to anybody new watching. Look, don't be selfish with the show. Share our vids. Share them. Don't be selfish with the effing podcast. Let other people watch them as well. Shout out to my girl, Kima Love. She's hosting an open mic at Crave. So if you got some talent, show up at Crave. Tell her I sent you. You know what I'm saying?
And if you're good enough, you can come to the show afterwards.
Of course, shout out to my girl, Kelli Jo. Love you, babe. Shout out to Budha. So, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, what I want to talk about in the playoffs, Aaron Rodgers. Now, Aaron Rodgers is heralded as this amazing quarterback. I mean, like one of the best quarterbacks ever. But when it comes playoff time, he's been in the NFL for, I think they said 17 years now.
Yep.
And he has one Super Bowl. One.
I thought he won two.
No.
Oh, okay.
He has one Super Bowl. And he is held in such high acclaim. And I'm like, I don't. Can you explain why they hold him up there in such high acclaim? Is it because he followed Brett Favre?
Yeah.
That's one.
It's that Joe Montana, Steve Young thing, back to back, where you want to keep bringing attention to the quarterback.
Because in the grand scheme of things, he ain't won nothing. He hasn't won anything. He's got, I believe, he has a couple of MVPs, stuff like that. But when you talk about quarterbacks like Tom Terrific, John Elway, Joe Montana, those quarterbacks who have won multiple rings, Peyton Manning. Those quarterbacks who have a couple in the stash, I just don't believe a guy with one who's gotten all this hype deserves all the hype. But that's just me. I'm not the biggest Green Bay fan, first of all. That might have something to do with it. But it's the same way with Drew Brees. Mm-hmm. Drew Brees ain't win. I mean, he got to the playoffs a lot, but he lost a lot in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, he was 5'10". He wasn't supposed to be
True
nice.
Indeed. True, the Doug Flutie thing.
Yeah.
Indeed. So that's how the NFL is going. Do you have a pick for the Super Bowl, knowing the teams?
So it's going to be what so far? 49ers and...
It's going to be the 49ers and Rams.
49ers and Rams. And so
right now it'll be the Bengals. Shout out to the Bengals.
Bengals and whoever wins this game, right?
Shout out to the Bengals.
So basically KC, Bengals and KC.
The Bengals and KC.
I don't see the Bills beating KC.
It
could be. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. It's not.
The look of the score now, they're not beating KC.
I'm not going to sit here and act like it's going to be the worst thing in the world. I just don't see the Bills. They're the Bills.
Well, okay, I'm going to tell you this story then. Shout out my man Dante if you're watching tonight. My man Dante, one of my coworkers, he's a Buffalo Bills fan.
Why?
And I'm going to tell you how a conversation can go too far and you need to stop. So me and Dante are talking. Dante's like, well, look. If the Bills go or win the Super Bowl, he's going to Buffalo for the parade. Now, me thinking, damn, that'd be pretty cool to go to Buffalo. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go. You know what I'm saying? Parade, stuff like that. But then I start adding in other elements on this trip.
Like the weather.
I know the weather, yes, but then I know that Griselda's probably going to do a show. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Griselda will probably do a show if the Bills win the day of the parade. That's what I'm thinking. I could have been wrong.
How do you know the city of Buffalo even embraces Griselda?
Really?
I'm not saying they don't. Do they? I don't know.
I think the city of Buffalo. I mean, Griselda's. I mean, what you would call it has Benny on all the time.
Do they have a key to the city or anything?
I'd have to look into that.
I mean, they're doing a lot of promoting of violence and selling drugs. I just would
look. Benny has a Bills Mafia song. I think it's the song for the team too.
Yeah. Well, then I guess they can be embraced by the franchise and not the city.
But anyway, so like I said,
like Russell Westbrook.
This is how you should stop. I should have stopped because I'm like, well, yeah, we can go. I'm like thinking nah, I shouldn't have said we could go. But right now it looks like the Kansas City Chiefs are going to make sure that I don't go to Buffalo. But if it does so-called happen, I'll let y'all know when I get up there.
Kansas City.
I've already talked my way into it. Shout out my man Dante. So, and then along with the playoffs, in the Dallas game, let's just look at how quick the World Wide Web works. Mm-hmm. When that lady...
Yeah. That photo?
When that picture of that lady was taken, how long before you saw it posted on the internet?
Oh, that was very quick turn. But that's the Cowboys. Everybody hates the Cowboys.
And that's very well
even
true.
Cowboys fans hate the Cowboys.
And that very well may be true. But I'm just saying how quick the internet works. Mm-hmm. She became a global, because since the Cowboys have the biggest fan base, she became a global face in 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And as long as memes are around, she's going to be one. Mm-hmm. That's just how quick the internet works. So the playoffs were great. I ain't even going to front. I had a good time watching them this year. My team didn't make it, like I said. There's always next year. Always next year. So we're going to jump on.
Your team ain't making it next year.
Who's not?
The Eagles.
Boy, stop.
And the 76ers.
Man, don't get me started on.
Nah, you were hyping Ben Simmons for the longest. You deserve.
Since you brought up basketball,
yes,
and since it's just us tonight, so we can talk about whatever we want. Talk to me about the Lakers.
Trash. Well, I mean, here's my thing. Whatever the Lakers do, they're eventually going to get it together for the playoffs. Not saying they're going to win the championships, but they'll be in the playoffs. And for some reason, Russell Westbrook gets better towards the end of the season. Always. He was like that with the Wizards.
Other niggas is tiring out. And Russell Westbrook is still running on $1 trillion. So that's why. But he's taking a lot of their downfall right now. I believe he played some into it, but they knew what they were getting when they signed Russell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody knew what they were getting when they signed turnovers.
And for everybody thinking that the Lakers are going to do a trade, who are they going to trade? Who do you want but Anthony Davis, which you probably don't want AD because he broke up.
Westbrook for Simmons.
Hell no.
Yes, your team needs Westbrook.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We're good without Westbrook. Very well. Sacramento sent us a little deal that I think they should look into a little bit further. Halliburton. Who is it? Halliburton. Hill. Barnes. And a pick.
For who?
Ben and Toby. They're a package.
And why didn't 76ers take that?
Look, we're scouring through all the deals first because we're kind of waiting for Dave to be like, you know what, Portland, you take this job and shove it. We're waiting for that.
Why would the Kings take that deal? Don't they have Fox running point?
Well, you see, I didn't mention De'Aaron. They're going to keep De'Aaron.
That's what I'm saying. So
but
what would it
get rid of everybody else?
Unless Ben Simmons is playing power forward, I don't see.
What the Kings are doing is they just want something new and different. They might still lose, but they tired of looking at the same niggas running up and down the court.
They're like a dude who got a boring ass wife at home. They just want something new. It don't gotta be better, but it's just gotta be new.
That's it. They just want something different. So that's why
I understand. Sacramento
is looking into this, but we're holding on to Simmons, like Jalen said, for either Harden. Because Harden, if they don't win, he gonna want to bounce. He gonna want to bounce up out of Brooklyn. Because Kyrie just out of control.
Harden is trash right now.
Or Lillard, like I said, and he just tells Portland like he don't want to play there no more. Now they did say Westbrook was able to go back to Houston.
Houston don't want his trash ass.
They said they would look into a trade because people forget John Wall's still in the league, and they said they trade John Wall for Westbrook. So we'll see where that goes from there. We'll see. The NBA is getting ready to get very interesting now that football season is starting to wind down.
It has to. There ain't nothing else to captivate us.
This is when I do all my binge watching. I binge watch everything. So I'm not really checking. You got any comments? What we got? Okay, because I'm not really checking comments. Like I say, the show is spur of the moment stuff like that.
It's last minute. The snow
checking in, and it's just me and BB, so we gonna hold it down. Now I'm going to throw out topics if you want to talk about them. Yes.
Let's go.
Female inmates looking for pen pals.
I'm not that desperate in life that I would need to write to a female inmate.
First of all, everybody needs somebody to talk to.
Well, they're male inmates.
There are, but I don't think they can't talk to each other.
They can write letters, the same thing I'm doing.
I didn't think that they could talk back and forth.
Well,
if you're locked up, you can't.
Oh, well, maybe you can. I don't know. I haven't been locked up. I don't know the rules.
Well, I haven't been locked up in a while.
We need to ask Akon. He got locked up.
I know a couple of homies I can ask that can tell me, but I don't know if you can.
There ain't nobody in the comments section who's been locked up that can tell us. People in jails can't write to other people in jail. What if they're in the same jail?
They better wait to see each other a child.
What if they're in different, securities or levels? I don't know how prison works, don't they? I know there's general population in the whole. What if they are in the same?
They send kites if you're in the same facility, but other than that, I don't think you can write from inmate to inmate. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's definitely. I wouldn't.
What do they talk about? Like there ain't shit to talk about. Such and such made a new shank with a comb.
I wouldn't take that up, me personally. I know enough women out in the free world that
They cannot write other inmates. That's good to know. So,
and I mean, really, who writes letters like that?
well, I mean, if you ain't got no other way.
I don't really write letters.
I don't write letters either, but if that's the only form of communication, then so be it. So, yep, they can't write other. So I guess only free people can write to inmates.
I believe that's how it works, but I'll look.
Well, they gonna be short if any of them female inmates find me attractive, because I'm not writing to them. I would never fuck with no woman who.
Like, never ever. Like, what if she bad? Like,
If she bad, she better have some money or something. She gotta have something to never risk going back to jail again.
what if it was that mistake? Because a lot of people, and I ain't going to front this one, a lot of people get locked up on mistakes. Like,
I'm sorry, the standards are different for men and women getting locked up. If you a woman that got locked up, you did some real fucked up shit. A nigga get locked up for having a gram of weed on him. A woman get locked up something bad. She did something bad.
When a chick tells me she has a PO, I look.
Yeah, I'll be like, yo.
Look at her a little wild, like.
Yo.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Like, yeah, she did something really bad.
A chick tells me she has a PO, I just be like, wow.
Yeah, when a chick tells me that, and it's for a nonviolent offense, it's usually for something she couldn't throw in her coochie when the police came. Wow. We know it ain't for like a gram of weed. You could throw that up in the cooch and be straight.
So nothing against the ladies who are incarcerated, but
how much could a coochie hold in terms of drugs?
I don't know. I've seen them. I watch Locked Up Abroad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I watch a lot of Locked.
Them drug mules that pushed it to the limit. I'm trying to think about how could it hold. I know more than an ounce. There's because babies come out of there, so there's plenty of room.
More than an ounce. I would definitely say
it had to be compressed, but it could work.
We're gonna have to look into that as well. That's something else I'm gonna have to look into. So.
And then she could sell it as tuna haze. Oh.
Something else I have to look into for the week. So it's how much can the vagina hold when she's transporting? And I was what did Louie Anderson's role in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Something else I'll look into.
Yeah, I need to know because I don't remember Louie Anderson in that movie.
All right, next topic. Hugh Hefner, Playboy Mansion. The story about about the Playboy Mansion is about to come out. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
that would pique your interest.
I don't know I'm not familiar with the movie.
Oh, no, damn the movie. They're getting ready to do something like the R. Kelly thing.
Oh.
That's what they're about to do.
You see, and that's the difference between us and them because they do ours while we're still alive.
They're about to uncover all the dirt that was being done at the Playboy Mansion.
They're like, is Hefner dead? Or like, yeah, is all his money secured by his family? Yeah. Okay, now we can do the expose on him.
And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, because you have more than enough time to cover Hugh Hefner. He was alive for a long damn time.
I mean, you got to think about it. Whatever they said happened at the Playboy Mansion most likely happened. If it was anything involving minors, drugs, rape, it probably happened. You got to remember, Playboy was around when white people could freely say the word nigger with the hard ER on it. You got to remember, that's how long Playboy had been around. So,
and on top of that, there were niggas at the
Playboy Mansion
at that time.
Exactly. But yeah, if it happened at the Playboy Mansion, it happened in the 50s, 60s? Nobody was thinking about the internet back then or getting caught or security cameras. Yeah, there was a lot of deviancy that went down there, and it doesn't surprise me at all.
I'm sure that this expose is going to be telling, damaging, and all that. But like you say, what in the world? It's not like you're getting ready to go give him some jail time or anything.
No jail time, and like I said, well, Playboy, wasn't that already broke? Didn't he sell the mansion before he died under the condition that he got to live there until he died?
More than likely. But I think what it is, stories are always the more provocative the story, the more people are going to watch. This is about the Playboy Mansion, like you said, women, drugs, sex, violence.
What if it's just like a documentary to like get all the black people that were at the Playboy Mansion? Like, here's Bill Cosby and R. Kelly at the Playboy Mansion, and then they just do like a whole hour on them.
And I know for sure Bill was there.
Oh, of course.
And I don't know for sure if R. Kelly was there, but if I was a gambling man, he probably went through them doors.
Peeing on people in the grotto. That's what I would want.
I might check it out.
I'm gonna check it
I
out.
can cover, so we can get back to it next week and really get into what was going on.
You know what's crazy? Listening to like all the people that were at the Playboy Mansion in the 50s and 60s and realizing all those musicians then were wilder than rappers. You had niggas playing trumpets that would like fuck shit up worse than like Tupac.
I mean, they were way wilder than rappers. Like, do you remember, like, I always go back to the time when the MTV Awards were out, back in the early 90s, late 80s, back when they used to come to the MTV Awards, smash.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they would be going out there. I remember Guns N' Roses came one time to the Music Awards, and they were gone.
Exactly. That must have it was better in the 70s because there was less like I guess technology or there was
and niggas couldn't live their best lives like they can now.
Yeah.
Like back then you had to be a little reserved with it, even if you had money because
in the 70s it was before AIDS. So it's like all the 80s and 70s were the same except the 80s had AIDS. I mean, there was partying, there was coke, there was drugs, there was everything. It's just you had AIDS in the 80s. So I guess if you lived through the 70s, it must have been better. Lord knows the music was.
The 80s was filled with nothing but coke music.
Ooh, yeah.
The 80s was filled. R&B was coke music.
Yeah.
Rock and roll was coke music.
New Edition. Yeah,
Everything
they were singing
was
about coke.
Music, like back in the 80s. Like meeting in the ladies' room. Like, everything was coke.
You had to be on coke to come up with the Jerry curl. Do you know how much maintenance it takes to maintain a Jerry curl?
And we all had somebody in our family with the curl.
Oh, yeah.
Had married couples with the curl.
Oh, yeah.
Husband and wife.
It was the curl and the shag. They had the shag curl combo.
Thank God we made it past those days.
Yeah. And
those were some tough days right there.
Oh, it ain't better now. Shit.
It sure enough ain't.
No, the worst was 2002 when niggas had the big baggy clothes.
I was looking at some pictures today when they were doing like the Franchise Boys, where they were doing the super like baggy ass hard shirts with the Ace of Spades.
Anytime I have a bad day, I just pull up pictures from the 2003 NBA draft with LeBron, Carmelo. And do you see the suits they were rocking? How do you rock a baggy suit? That was the funniest era for clothes.
We definitely dressed like hobos. When I was growing up, like, and to think we actually went out to buy these clothes, like we spent a lot of time into these clothes, and we were dressing like hobos.
Niggas had baggy suits. Did you ever see Tracy McGrady's suit where he had the baggy boot cut dress pants? I don't know what that was.
Chris Bosh suit, like
yeah.
It was.
Those were the days back before the internet and NBA players could dress.
Jesus.
Interesting.
All right. T.I. wants to smoke. T.I. said that nobody can out-rap him. He's never been out-rapped on a verse. He's still on this versus kick. Do you want to discuss this?
Yeah, because I saw a clip of T.I. doing stand-up comedy, so that might have came from there, because that's a joke. T.I. is nice lyrically, but he takes it too far.
Is he a top-tier lyricist?
No. For South, yeah, I'd put him in the top 10 South. T.I. is the Paul Pierce of hip-hop. He's like good, but he's not as good as he thinks he is.
Yo, that's almost like the post I had that said the wings from the Chinese spot. Or the Dunkin'
yeah, they are.
Chicken wings. I mean, hey.
They are. I get some legendary chicken wings from the Chinese spot.
when you're good, you're good.
In fact, that's the truth. I don't think I've ever had a bad. Have you ever had bad wings from the Chinese spot?
And they're good later on.
Yeah.
I've never, like, for some reason, their wings are always banging. Always banging. Mm-hmm. But back to T.I. See, I'm still on the, nigga, when Buster wanted to give you some smoke, you didn't want no smoke. Now you doing all this talking, like, nah. Buster
and T.I. is not a good versus. That's like two different styles.
If you want to be compared, or if you want to be considered as a GOAT in hip hop, your catalog should be able to hold up against any other artist's catalog in hip hop. That's how I've always looked at it. If you want to be considered the GOAT, your catalog, I don't care who you are. That's why I be kind of leery on Andre sometimes. But because, you know, people
inconsistent.
There, but in order to be the GOAT, your catalog has to be put up against anybody's. Jay-Z's catalog, Scarface's catalog. Anybody who is considered the GOAT, their catalog should stand up against anybody else's. I don't care what generation you're from. LL, people be like, well, you know, LL. Nah, LL got hits, though. LL will shut you down with women's songs.
Yes, he will.
He will shut you down with a bunch of songs for the ladies. So,
pink cookies in a plastic bag getting crushed by buildings. He'll shut you down with something that don't even make no damn sense. I don't even know. That's slang for something. I've been reading up on what pink cookies in a plastic bag means. And really what it's about is a dental dam.
I thought it was
he's putting the saran wrap.
Throwing that javelin in that thing. That's what I thought it was.
It might be.
That's what I always thought.
We need to get LL Cool J on the show and ask him.
They've always said that. That's our cousin. Never met him. Never.
I got famous cousins. I don't talk about them.
Always tell me that's my cousin. So we're going to try to get LL on the show. We're going to try to do that. But it's several artists that would, I think, smoke T.I. And T.I. has a good catalog. But I think there's some artists that would just straight up and down smoke T.I. So we'll wait to see how that pans out. They don't got any verses lined up, do they? I haven't heard of it.
No, there ain't none.
We're on the verses break right now.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Okay.
Top 10 earners in TikTok are Caucasians.
Why is that surprising? You know what's weird? All these social media platforms, and it's like black folks blow them up. And somehow, some way, we never get paid.
The white people made their way to the front of the line.
Black people made TikTok pop.
Yeah, they did. We always make everything pop. We've been making everything pop in this country
since the cotton fields. We made America pop.
We made this country pop forever. But like you say, somehow the white man gets to cut in front of the line and cash in.
Gets paid off of all of that.
That's why sometimes I really do be like, maybe we should go back to Black Planet and some of these
we
other
should.
things.
Well, who owns Black Planet? It'd be a bunch of white people on Black Planet.
But, you know, it's got to have sort of like, you know, it's got to be free. You know, because we ain't paying.
We're about to have a mass migration back to MySpace because MySpace was chill. We didn't have the issues with MySpace we do now.
Nah.
MySpace, I ain't saying they didn't sell our data. I'm just saying we didn't know.
I still can't go live after 2 months. Like, Zuck is really pissed with me. And I apologized. I said I was sorry about it. And, you know, things happen. It is what it is.
Yeah, but it's because you're an Eagles fan. He don't like the Eagles.
And nevertheless, I still apologize. And I'd like to go live sometimes just to, you know, run my mouth and stuff like that. But he won't let me. So maybe it's best we might start looking into other platforms.
We should start our own platform, our own website and servers.
That would be something definitely we need to consider because we're missing out on what is rightfully ours yet again.
Yeah, we need another platform, black owned. I'm gonna start. Why don't I start something?
Yeah, why don't you start something? Shit, we get ready to take over the world anyway. Why don't you start something?
Yeah, but who's gonna be on my platform?
You build it, they will come. You build it, they will come. That's always been the motto. If you build it, they will come.
We need to start a freaky social media site.
They'll definitely come for that.
Lust book.
Sex.
Oh, they tried it with Mocha Space. That don't even sound like nothing I go to, though.
People are too prudish to get something like that popping.
Fingerinherbutt.com.
You'd have some people get involved with it, but then other people are still prudish. Like, that's not our thing. Like, we're slowly but surely coming out of this shell that we've been in and stuff, but I don't see that taking off as of yet, but we'll see because, the world is a lot more open and free-thinking place, so it might be room in there for it. All right, next topic. Mm-hmm. Do you give money to panhandlers?
I do not. You know what my favorite thing to do is to come down Wake Forest, the Wake Forest Road exit 10 off of 440, where there's always a motherfucker hanging on the ramp. And then I just make eye contact with them while they're walking, turn the music up and just never break eye contact with them.
See, I can't do that. I don't even look at them. I can't even. Now, if I got a couple of dollars, $3, depending, weather is a factor. Now, if you out there braving it, like when I leave here tonight, and if there's somebody out there panhandling, I'll throw them $1 or $2.
Yeah.
Hey, it's cold out that door. So
I don't ever have paper money on me. That's the issue.
No change.
I don't want to throw change at people. That's so low class. I'd rather watch them starve. What?
I mean, and it just seems like there's a panhandler on every.
The sad part is I don't know if they like really need to panhandle or not. That's why I don't give money to people.
And that's the thing, like, because the places you're panhandling in front of, they're probably hiring.
Yeah.
So that's my dilemma with that situation. Like, are you really looking for a job?
Well, actually, to be honest, I don't care. I stopped caring about what the homeless people do with my money. You know why? Because whatever they do with it, they should do it.
It's their business.
I say if I'm homeless and somebody gives me $5, yeah, I might get a bottle. I might get some weed.
I've never been the type of person to be like, don't get a beer with that.
No, you need get fucked up. Do whatever it takes to make you forget you're homeless.
What they say, fucking drugs and alcohol are a lot cheaper than therapy.
Yes, they are.
Therapists matter.
Exactly. And you can't overdose in therapy. That's the bad thing. Nobody's ever overdosed in therapy. Or from therapy.
Like I say, if I have some money on me, I will give, you know what I'm saying? Because I always like to think, what if I was in a situation? You know, I want somebody to stop and throw me some change.
I always offer them, like, look, man, I'll give you some money if you tell me your whole story on how you became homeless.
How you got to this?
Yeah, just tell me your life story. I will give you $5 every 5 minutes for your story.
So you're paying for 5 minutes of stories. That's pretty.
No, 5 minutes per.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You're paying $5
minutes per story.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. It'd be too cold out there to get all that. Just take the $5, bro.
Yeah, but he needs to tell me the story. Like, come on, they got to do something to earn the money besides bear the cold. What if it's somebody you know?
Oh, I've never seen anybody.
Me neither.
Nah.
It better never be somebody I don't like. I would have to take a photo of them and put it on my Facebook page.
You are adequate. If it's somebody, like, no. Like, if it's somebody I rock with, like, I'm going to have to.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do it to somebody I'd rock with.
But I'd have to get them off the street if it was somebody I rock with. Like, you know.
It depends on who. There's certain niggas.
Like, if it's not. You know, dude you rock with, I rock, but if it's somebody who I know, but I just know them, nah.
Yeah. I'll be like, hey, remember you back in the day.
I'm not going to look at him either.
Take care of yourself.
Keep looking straight, I just don't look
No, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stare at him, make eye contact, and then turn up the radio. And then when the light turns green, be like, hey, I remember you. You're such and such. And then I'll drive off before he responds. Skirt
right on off.
You'd be like, come through to the crib, man. I feed you. You like, where you live at? You live at the same spot? I'll be like, nah, here's my new. You just drive off before I give him my address.
light done changed on me.
Yeah. I'm sorry. The light changed. I had to go. I didn't want people honking at me.
Don't want to hold up. There's nothing worse than people honking at you.
Oh, yeah, because you helping somebody homeless? No, that's why I don't ever go. When you get off the Wake Forest Road exit, I stay off the left lane. You go to the second to right lane. That way there's a second car blocking the homeless person from seeing you. And you ain't got to see the homeless person.
There's a car running interference for you and stuff.
It's 3 lanes on that left, so I make sure to get in the middle or the far right lane, to make that left.
If you go anywhere up Cap, you just can't avoid it. You can't.
Where are the homeless people on Capitol?
Where?
I'm trying to think. I know gas stations. That's why I don't get gas there.
Triangle.
Oh.
Right there, Triangle.
Yeah.
Right there, where that Wendy's is, right there. They be right across the street.
Oh.
Families, like.
You know what the worst thing that happened at Triangle Town Center? I was filming. I was filming for a real estate company. I had cameras and everything, and there were like all these rich ass real estate agents there for my video. So there were like 25 of them. All of them making 6 figures a year, if not a month. These were multimillionaires. Why did this black dude wait till all the white people were gone and walk up to me when I'm leaving the shoot? Could you help me out with some money? I'm like, nigga, you just missed about $60 million worth of money that just walked out this photo shoot, and you waited to find the brokest motherfucker out of all the people there to ask for money.
All right. Buddha saying every light on Capitol. 2 more suites saying from 540 down to Mini City. Like, yo, they be out. Like,
from 540. Ooh, yeah.
Like, yeah, they be out. Like, at 540. Like, once you get once you come off 540.
Yeah.
Going into this, they are waiting. And it's families. It's whole families. It's not just a person out there. They got the kids out there.
Yeah.
It's the husband and wife or girlfriend.
God damn.
I mean, it is the whole kid.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
The only thing missing is the dog.
I'm sorry. If I was in a situation like that and I was on fire, I had to send the kids up the street so I could just beg by myself. I don't want the kids seeing me begging.
Isn't that like the sympathy card though? The kids.
No,
like,
if the kids
now I'm more likely to give you money because you got your.
Yeah, but then your kids are gonna grow up thinking you ain't shit.
I mean, look, that's black therapy.
I remember when Dad had me on the damn ramp begging for money and shit. He ain't shit.
Black therapists matter, but I think they have the kids out there for sympathy purposes. You see, I know if I look over there and see them, I'm more than likely going to give them money if I got it because you got your kids out there, man. Like,
Is that the right side of Capitol to beg on? I would go towards the other side of Capitol towards downtown.
Where?
Oh, I mean, just past the mini city part. Once you get towards like 440.
Like Brentwood and up that way?
Yeah, because I know that the people there live with less, but they're willing to give you more.
You're likely to get hit trying to panhandle up there. I wouldn't recommend you panhandle.
Nah, because somebody in Brentwood see you and be like, damn, dog, I was in your spot a couple years ago. Here's a few dollars.
I mean, well, hopefully some of these people need to go out and get jobs. We hiring at my job. I tell people that all the time. We're hiring at my job.
What are they going to put down for the address when they fill out?
We'll make it up. Okay. Look, if they want to give you the job, people will find ways to get you in the system. It's not.
And there ain't a better job than working around food. You'll never starve.
You'll never starve. The only thing is you just don't want that stuff. Like where I work at now, I don't want that stuff.
I mean, and I get it, but it's better than nothing when you when you starving.
True.
Yeah, I'd work at McDonald's just to never starve if it came down to it.
McDonald's wild. Like I tell people, McDonald's is one of those jobs or franchises that they should be paying $15 regardless.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they've been in business long enough, McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. They've been caking off of the American economy long enough that they should start out at the minimum $15, $16 an hour just because of how much y'all have gotten from the consumer.
Exactly.
That's how I see it.
That's the way I see it as well.
All right, next topic. So Meg Thee Stallion's boyfriend broke up with her and called her a drunk.
Oh, no.
Have you ever dated a drunk?
Yes.
Had a partner that was a drunk?
Yes. Oh, yeah. You know my background with all
Look,
the
I mean, look, I've dated a drunk too, and you know, after thinking about it, you know, that's a tough one to hold there. Like,
Oh, she was a
dating
drunk hoe.
Is you said what?
I said, was she a drunk hoe? You said.
Nah, I don't like to call nobody hoes stuff like
No.
that. But she was a drunk. She would drink
See,
with the
women.
best of them.
Yeah. See, the thing about women that drink a lot, they're fun to be around, but they're not good partners.
And it's a lot of other stuff that goes into it. Like, you know, because like you say, there's some fun. There is some fun.
Especially when they're drunk and horny. Oh, yeah.
There's those other times when it's not fun. It's not fun at all. You know, if you've ever dealt with a partner that had an alcohol problem.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. And then, you know, you kind of mention it, but you don't want to
Like set them off.
like go there with it. Like, you kind of drink a lot, you know what I'm saying? Especially being that I'm not a drinker like that.
Yeah,
so,
same.
I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, you might have consumed a little too much liquor or alcohol.
Yes.
Whatever. But like you say, you don't want to really insinuate it like that because you don't want them to go off on you and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But, you know, a drunk partner, like, it's hard. It's hard as hell. But then, you know, they're drinking because of blocking out some other problems. So now it's multiple problems going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was just something I wanted to discuss because, yeah, I've definitely had the drunk girlfriend she was super cool, you know.
Until they start that drinking.
But then you got sick in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
You done got so lit, you over the toilet sick in the morning.
Oh, that's bad. Now, that means she's drinking bad shit because you can get pissy drunk off of good liquor and wake up feeling not so good, but still holding your food down. What was she drinking? Was it like Barnett's?
Any and everything. You know a drinker with it, as long as it
Boone's
got some
Farm.
fucking alcohol in it, they'll take a swig of
No, that's a broke drinker. I know people who have money that drink, and they never drink bottom shelf shit. If they didn't have at least mid shelf shit, they weren't going to drink.
All right, so we were having the towel debate today. I don't know if you've seen it. I use my towel 3 times a week.
3 times a week?
Yeah, 3 times. I mean, like, you're just drying off with it. You should
Yeah.
have got all the dirt off you with your face cloth.
Yeah.
So I figured, like, you use that cloth maybe, like, once or twice to get rid of it. But people were like, I only use my towel once. I'm like, once?
Once?
So if there's 4 people in the house and if you're using yours, so that means everybody else only using their towel once. It's like, I don't know, some people be like,
Nah,
just
that's too much.
OCDing, like,
Maybe it's me. I don't know. I once a week I wash my towel. I don't know if that's proper or not.
Once a week, it don't like, you know, or
I
if
do.
you start because, you know, like using it a lot, it'll start stinking or something like that. You know when it's time to change, but not after the first damn time you done drop.
I wash my towel with the rest of my laundry and weekly. I don't know if am I being nasty or not. I don't know.
One and done usually at most twice. Now I'm a 3 times kind of guy. Like, you know, that's how many times I remember, you know, because Mama wasn't washing all them damn clothes all the time like that. My mom wasn't playing that foolishness. You just use that damn towel. Ain't nothing wrong with that towel. You better hang that damn towel back up.
I agree.
That's how Jackie would have told me. Or she wouldn't have used any of the curse words. She would have said it nice, nasty, how they said it. You better put that towel back up. Ain't nothing wrong with that towel. So that was the towel debate. I was just like, I'm a 3 times a week guy. Maybe 4. I'll push it. You know what I'm saying? Then we had you take a shower at night, take a shower in the morning debate.
I don't know the point of that either.
People like, you're dirty. I'm sweating. I'm like, hold on. First of all, you need to invest in a fan if you're sweating like that, because or go to the doctor. Now, I can see some people, sick, something like that, but I can see taking a shower in the morning to wake up. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that being a reason.
Yeah.
But you sitting here trying to tell me that I'm dirty and I haven't done nothing, no sex, no nothing like that. Just took a shower last night, got up this morning, and I was dirty because I was laying in the bed.
How dirty is the bed?
That didn't make any sense to me. That's where I started to question, like, what's your sheets like? Because if you got a shower like that, what's your sheets like? But that was just me, And they say guys are different. Guys do things differently. So maybe another guy will say that he only uses his towel once. I'm waiting for. I know Budha up in here. I'm waiting for Budha to chime in how many times he used his towel. But yeah, I use mine like 3 times, something like that.
Buddha's angry because his kids are out of school tomorrow.
Man, look, I'm gonna just go back to this snow one more time before we jump onto the next topic. For them to have such a notice that it was going to snow a week ahead, they did a piss poor job with these roads. They did an absolutely piss poor job with these roads. And I just want to say that, like, you knew a week in advance that it was going to snow.
Yeah, these side streets are bad.
You knew a week in advance that it was going to snow, so you couldn't have got out a little bit earlier and just got all the streets done and salted everything. That's what kind of bothers me about North Carolina sometimes. But they'll take your money, though. They'll take your money.
Okay, a question was asked in the chat is, how often do you wash your sheets? I would say weekly. I don't know. I don't know if I'm nasty or not. I do everything by the week.
Like, probably the week. I think a week is good enough. Like,
I wash my sheets once a
unless
week,
you're pissing
towels
in bed or
once a
something,
week. Yeah.
Unless you are sweating that much that you need to.
What if you got squirt? What if you got a girl that's a squirter?
Oh, well, them sheets gotta be washed on the daily. That's a daily thing there. That is nothing about every once in those. If she wets them sheets up, you got to wash them every day. But just a regular washing sheets, I think once a week is good enough. Like, some people just are super OCD, and that's how I see it. Like, if you washing your towel every day, then you got to be washing your sheets every day too.
Yeah.
That's just how that doesn't make sense to y'all. If you're washing your towel every day, then you got to be washing your sheets too. Just food for thought.
Yes.
Next topic. So, are you really dating somebody if you haven't had sex in 2 years?
No, you're just friends.
That's what I thought. Some people said that I look at things a whole. I'm like, look, if we haven't had,
Then you're not dating.
Don't tell nobody we dated if we didn't have sex.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
There are women I've known for over 2 years and haven't had sex with, and I don't ever want people to know that shit.
Don't ever tell anybody if we didn't have sex and we dated for, like, I'll be fair, 4 months.
Hell yeah.
I want to say like
90 days, really.
I want to say a month.
Steve Harvey rule.
I would say like 3-4 months, being the complete gentleman and whatnot. But after that, we're not dating no more. The dating process is over. Like you said, we're friends then. There's nothing dating about it. We're just strictly friends now.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that was thrown at me the other day when I had a post and stuff like that. So I got 3 topics. We're going to do the freaky deaky, and then I'm probably going to slide. Like I said, I appreciate everybody tuning in with us tonight. Don't be stingy with the effing podcast. Share it. Mm-hmm. So the first topic, can you still be happy in a relationship if you're not satisfied sexually?
No.
Hold on.
Okay.
Second topic, Okay, we'll do the first topic. But before we get to that,
Sure.
So I don't know if you've been checking my page out this week, but there is a new sex toy on the market.
What's it called? The daffodil? The dandelion?
The hammer.
Oh, God.
Did you see it?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I thought it was like a real hammer, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I looked at the bottom of it, the handle.
Ladies, after you've had a night with that, how the fuck am I supposed to follow that up? What am I supposed to do? We've turned sex into architecture.
Yeah.
Like it's a hammer. It's come on now.
It's an MC hammer.
And then you sit here and say, well, guys just can't satisfy me because you are.
She can't feel nothing below her waist.
Beating the box to death. Literally beating the box to death. But that's just me. But okay, back to the topic at hand. Can you still be happy in a relationship if you're not satisfied sexually?
No. You're going to cheat. The only way this can happen is if, like, maybe you're in a wheelchair or something.
So you're saying you have to be on the bad end to be satisfied. It's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah, you've got to be on the bad end in order to be satisfied with a shitty sex life or bad sex, period. Like, you've got to be literally, like, this is the only person that would want me in this capacity to never cheat on them from bad sex. Yeah, because I could definitely see stepping out of a relationship if the sex is bad. It's not a matter of if, but when.
Are you judging the relationship fairly, though? Because the sex is your sex life isn't bad. What if everything else is popping? Like, you know.
Then I could deal with it.
Because that's what I'm trying. You know, that's why I was getting across to people like everybody like, nah, there's no way and stuff.
Oh,
like
no,
that.
No, I could deal with if she's good and everything else. I have put up with shitty sex to make it work.
And that's what I'm saying. I have been in relationships where the sex was trash.
Yeah.
Not even really say trash. It just wasn't like you say what
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
More. But she was popping on so many other things that it kind of, didn't make you really, I was all right. You know what I'm saying? Now, eventually, all good things must come to an end because eventually sex will rear its ugly head.
Well, you can cheat on her without her knowing.
Oh, true indeed. True indeed. But sometimes if you know you're not going to keep a woman around, especially like that, because if you find somebody with better sex than somebody, you're going to kind of start going over there a little bit.
It depends on what the other person has, though.
Yeah, but now you're having a need met that you weren't having met before. You see what I'm saying? So now once you're having this need fulfilled, okay, I am getting a lot of stuff here, but this other chick is like turning me out.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's more or less like you can be happy and the sex not be the greatest. It's possible. But more than likely after a while, you're going to be like, I need the sex. And that's understandable. We're sexual individuals. Sometimes we try to hide it. Like, sometimes it's almost like we're embarrassed to say, like, we be out here fucking. Mm-hmm. But we be out here fucking.
Well, see, the issue is how much emphasis you put on sex, though. Because, in your situation that you just brought up, I could deal with bad sex if she had other shit popping. But if she ain't got shit else popping and the sex is bad, oh, she's worthless.
Oh, yeah, she's as the young kid, she's a dub.
Yeah.
She's a dub.
But other people put way too much emphasis on good sex where they plan their lives with people who just have good sex and nothing else going for them.
That is true. A lot of people.
That's a black community thing. I'm not saying other communities don't fuck up, but
You think that's all right?
White women be Sarah Palin. Like,
they're going to get the sex regardless.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, white women be like Sarah Palin. They'll fuck a Glenn Rice, get turned the fuck out, and then go marry a white dude. They see a sister would get turned out by a Glenn Rice and then want to marry that motherfucker and then be with that nigga and have babies with that nigga. See, white women understand. You come in, you get the dick or whatever, and then you go find the motherfucker who can raise the family. Too many people just put emphasis on sex, and then they base their whole relationship and future on that.
Buddha said, wouldn't you rather honesty about bad sex?
If things don't change, then you gotta.
How do you tell somebody that their sex is trash? Like
I did all the time. When she'd ask the fuck, I start crying. Like, no.
I don't want to do it.
Oh no. Be like a little kid when it's time to take a bath.
I mean, you can suggest stuff. I've been known to suggest things that help out. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bitch, why don't you? I got you that hammer. Leave me the fuck alone.
Like, suggesting things that will help with the performance, stuff like that. Some women just aren't like that. That's another thing that we just like with guys. Some guys just aren't like that. Some dudes just ain't like that sexually. And the same goes with some women. Some women just aren't like that sexually.
And it's like how, and you know what the worst part is? When they're attractive and they give a bad performance.
Okay, two or more said, what if things don't change? What's the next step?
You cheat on them or leave.
I mean, that's when it comes down to decisions. Once you've reached your final, like, I can't take this no more, then it's time to make decisions.
Exactly. And that's when you gotta just upgrade or maybe get a younger model.
A younger?
Yeah, get a younger version.
Trade in for a newer.
Yeah, trade in. I
don't like young chicks.
I don't either. But here's the thing:
if you're under 35, 36,
nah. I do. I go low as 28, 27 actually.
I don't like them that. Like 35 is.
You see, the issue I'm learning is I prefer my women late 20s, early 30s. I want to get to them before niggas break them. Because I tried dating a woman my age. It's like niggas got to her before I could save her. And she was just, by the time I got to her, she was just mentally out there, fucked up. It's like they were just expecting me to fuck up. And I just said, can't have no partner wishing bad on me.
And on top of that, like you saying, see, a lot of women like to say, like, guys are broken.
Nah.
But it's a lot of women, like, it goes
nah.
both ways. Like, this is a cycle. People break people all the
I will not allow them to break me. I'm at an age where I will cut you off because, like I said, if you 40 years old playing games with me, I can get a 28-year-old who's been, less ran through, less mentally abused, all that shit, who can do the same shit.
But see, that's another thing. See, a lot of these younger chicks or younger women have been through a lot nowadays.
Nah.
Like a lot of
it depends. What do you?
Younger chicks have seen a lot of stuff because the world's more open now.
Mm-hmm.
It's. You can see anything you want, as opposed to we were growing up as young adults
Children.
and stuff like that. We didn't have access to as much stuff as they have access to.
I was watching Rotten.com when I was 13, and that was 94. So I had the internet at a very early age.
I'm sure we had the internet early because my parents always that was what they did. Like they like to be ahead of everybody else in the family at what they were doing. So I'm sure we had the internet at an early age. But back then you actually could control it because we couldn't look at everything. My parents had stuff blocked off, but now your phone, your phone is everything. So yeah, a lot of people are broken. People are broken because of our situations. Yeah. Everybody, especially like I always bring up my age, but at my age, we've all been through a situation that had you fucked up.
But see, that's what says a lot about a person because everybody's been heartbroken at one point or another. Oh. So with that being said, then how you know, if you use that as an excuse to be a shitty person or to not be able to maintain a relationship, that's not an excuse, because everybody's been heartbroken. The people you're dating have been heartbroken. The question is, how do you handle the after being heartbroken? Because I've seen a lot of women who just can't maintain a relationship. They too scared about being hurt from the future to even put themselves out there. To me, that shit is lame. Because
a lot of women have, and a lot of women have walls put up, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Not really given the chance because they've been played, but that's life, babe.
And you know what the sad part is? Those walls are stronger than the other walls that have been abused and banged up by the niggas that didn't care about them. How those stronger walls you put up than the ones, you know, that is in the cooch? I don't know.
We've all been heartbroken at one time. We've all been looking out the window, daydreaming on some other shit. We've all been there. Everybody. Nobody is impenetrable to being heartbroken. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's something that we have to get over. Like, you know, heartbreak makes you a better person. Every time every time my heart was broken, I came back even better than before.
That is true. Especially,
Every time my heart was broke, I came back.
I've been single since
better.
May of 2021, and I have gotten, I've leveled up my income. I make 30% more than I did in May of 2021. I'm freer. I feel sexier. I maintain my appearance more because I never know which woman is looking at this podcast. This podcast is actually bad for my pussy count.
Why?
Because women see me on this show like I'm talking to them, and they don't want to talk to me no more after the show.
Why?
Because I be on here just speaking my mind freely.
But women always say, be you.
That's what I'm being.
So
I don't sweat it. Like, I'm not one of those people like, ooh, oh no. I'm the type, I want you to see the podcast because this is what you get when you fuck with me. I'm going to be talking shit. If you're sensitive, we aren't going to last.
But that's what makes our podcast so cool. It's like, we're ourselves up here. Nobody comes up here trying
fake
to front or anything like that. We keep it as real as possible. And yes, there are times when I will get home and my phone will go off. I didn't like such and such what he said.
Oh yeah,
it is. It
is what it is. You get the raw motherfucker with me.
You know, we like to keep the show as raw and real as
That's
possible.
why we don't have corporate sponsors yet, because I'm too raw.
But we're working on corporate sponsors. And anybody
don't
who
really
come on the show, hit me up. Hit the Evan podcast up. Like, we'll bring you on the show. You sit up here and answer these questions and bug out with us and have a good time. Like, some people be acting scary, and I don't know why. But we're going to... Okay, so
hold on. Wait, there somebody said in the comments, just because we want you to be who you are doesn't mean that we have to accept who you are. And she's right.
And that's true. That's true. But at least you know.
Yeah.
And knowing is half the battle.
And you know what the problem is? I don't think I advertise to women how much money I make. I don't dress fly. I live like well below my means. I don't like have a fly car. I don't do shape ups every day. You know, my appearance doesn't really tell you. I'm not one of those people that flash money. I'm doing good in life. Yeah.
But you got
it. But I don't. You wouldn't know.
Speaking of that, before we could jump back into the freaky deaky.
Yes.
People were talking with money this week. People were literally having their money talk for them this week.
Ooh.
The little Dirk NBA young.
Oh yeah.
See when they were spelling stuff out with their money, like
that's corny.
It is corny. It's super corny, and I hope like this new generation tells these boys to pipe it down. It's not.
Why don't they just put boxing gloves on and go into the ring?
Ain't nobody gonna take no pain. Ain't nobody putting in no pain.
You know what they should do? You remember how they had those ladder matches in the WWF? They should have a ladder match, and at the top of it is a gun. So whoever gets to the top of the ladder first can have the gun and shoot the other person.
Especially in the social media age. Because if you were to have a fight with somebody, especially two celebrities boxing, whoever lost, that video would be out in 0.2 seconds.
Exactly.
And you would be clowned. So that's why they don't do that anymore.
You know what? What if the gun has blanks and it's just like, you thought you was a killer, and then the dude just gets his ass whooped.
Like I just think it's corny. Their music trash. I already think their music trash, but I don't know what the beef's about. And I'm just tired of beefs. Like I'd rather have rap beefs. Like you just get on the mic, spit bars, everybody judge who was the better. Nobody.
That is the funnest beef.
Those are the best beefs. Like when Jada and Beanie rap. Like bars great. Yeah. Great beef, like Nas, like great beef, like that's the beef I miss. Like when you get spit your bars and everybody decide who had the better bars, and then we'll either put you up on the list or take you down a couple of track points on the list because you lost. But that's it. All right, next topic: what makes a person bad in bed? And this goes to the what. Being honest about, the person why they're bad and bad.
Yeah. Oh, it depends. Sometimes I'm lazy. I'm a 50-50 in bed. You can catch me on a good day, ladies, and I will knock it out the box, and then you'll catch me on another day. I'm like the Russell Westbrook of fucking.
Might be my night.
Yeah, might be my night. There's going to be some turnovers.
We just gonna have to see at the end.
Yeah.
If I was on tonight.
There are gonna be a couple of highlights, but there are gonna be some turnovers. Yeah. But I play hard every time I'm out there.
Yo, like you just gonna have to see like bad sex to me. Bad sex to me is she's not saying nothing.
Oh.
Like I don't want you to be.
I don't care.
But. Like, I like a little dialogue talk.
You know what's the best is when the pussy's whack and she's silent, so then I can think of a porn star that I really want to smash.
Okay. Two or more said no stroke game. But what is stroke game really?
Yeah.
I've always heard it. Could somebody explain to me what the stroke game is? Because
I don't know.
Stroke game is different, or I think it would be like me for say like my stroke game is like I said I like to come in with the Conan the Barbarian stroke. Like I like to just attack it, just kill it. Like there's not going to be any questions after I'm done. That's how I'm coming. Some other guys might come in with the slow, smooth stroke.
So wait a minute. Quiet sex is a bad thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you want to hear like the sights and sounds make everything.
Okay.
I think the sounds, besides you hitting it, but her whispering little things and stuff like that. Like I like the little dirty talk and stuff like that.
I didn't know.
That's the kind of stuff that gets me off. It's certain things now, like it's more than sex.
Oh.
That's why
I didn't know.
That's where you get bad sex at, because it's more than just the penetration aspect.
I didn't know silence was a negative thing to women. I thought, I was usually concentrating when I'm silent, so I didn't know. Next time
I'm a talker.
I'm on beatbox.
Shit talker. Like
next time I'm in the pussy.
I don't know. I'm from the Wesley Pipes generation. Like,
oh no, that's too much. Wesley Pipes was a little bit too much.
I kind of like a little degrading, not too degrading, just maybe a little degrading, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm from the Wesley Pipes generation. Like
I don't know what to say when I'm in some pussy. It's hey, thank you. I don't know what to say to her. So, I just stay silent. I didn't know that was a thing. Next time I'm in some pussy, I'm gonna beatbox.
She said, Kenny B. West said he better bark, growl, or something. Like,
okay.
And see, that's why I say, like, it's the sights and the sounds of everything. Like, that's why I like the lights on. I like to see what's going on. I like to see, like, the silhouette, if there's a silhouette, something like that. There's just certain things I like to see to
bark, growl,
make the mood a little bit better. Like the moans and stuff like that. If she's sitting there silent, I'm more than likely probably about to go dead. Because that's going to make it seem like she's not enjoying it.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. He better bark, growl, or something. Okay, does that mean she wants a nigga sounding like DMX on top of her?
I mean, she just wants him to do something. Like, some people like the interaction, the talking aspect of it. It turns some people on. Like, Sex is it's so many aspects to it. What else makes sex bad?
Maybe talking degrading to her. They tend to prefer that. Ooh.
It just depends.
I'll be fucking a chick and be like, your degree ain't shit. You ain't gonna make a lot of money in your industry. That's me degrading.
Nah,
Be like, what is your degree in? Your degree is in what? Teaching. You're not making 6 figures off that degree. I'm degrading her. Yeah. I saw somebody get a master's in theology. I'm like, what the fuck can you even do with that?
Go back to school and get a master's. But I mean, some women do like to be taught to a certain kind of way. That, like I say, that kind of gets me going. Another aspect of bad sex is, let me think.
Somebody said, what was it? See, this is why we need Buddha here to read the comments. But here it is. They said they nutting fast. They don't like that.
Nutting fast?
Yeah.
Okay, nutting fast is bad. But I mean, like, come on now. Chicks be saying nutting fast, but I know chicks who know nutting like 5 strokes. Like, they need to stop.
Yeah, but see, the thing about a woman is after she nuts, she can keep going.
Nasty bitch is always a turn on. That's one of my go-tos. I ain't gonna lie. But I mean, like I say, some chicks nut quick as hell too. Like it don't just be dudes who be out here like 2-minute when there are 2-minute women already legs buckling, things like that in the first 2 minutes. Like, so I don't really get, I can see that as being bad sex, Now, there was a time that I used to have to distract myself. I don't have to do that anymore. But there was a time that I had to mentally distract myself so I didn't end the game too early.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd have to come up with different, like, things in my head, different images and stuff like that. Basketball games. Just stuff to just totally take my mind off of sex. And it worked. But now it is what it is.
I'll be in the pussy thinking about child support payments. I really do. I'll be like, don't nut.
That would definitely die.
Pull out. This nut is going to cost you at least $800 a month. Minimum.
Okay, she's saying if it's different. If I come fast, he should have.
I mean, that's a team.
I got to wait 35 minutes to bust, but you went ready to bust in the first 5. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's fair.
I guess that's fair.
That's a team.
It is a team effort. That's why I'm willing to carry the extra, weight for the team. If she gonna go out early, I'm gonna carry her.
Whoever can last longer is the superstar, and the one who busts quicker is the role player.
And that's how it is. They're always got
off
to
the
be
bench.
A superstar and a role player.
Yeah.
You're only as good as your teammate is.
Yeah. You're Michael Jordan. She's fucking John Paxson or Steve Kerr.
Yeah. So
not even Scotty or Horace or Dennis.
Other things that make sex
Bill
bad.
Wennington.
No imagination. Like, all you want to do is fuck in the bedroom. Like, that's whack.
Well, where else is there to fuck?
Shit. It's a lot of places. Like, get out.
Well, I mean, the stairs are cool.
I mean, there's more places than that.
Walmart. The dressing rooms.
If I'm coming with the 5-minute program, she should be free gaming. I mean, look, she better break that hammer out. Go ahead and beat it down real quick if I'm gonna be off my game that night. She got enough stuff in there to make me. She got enough stuff in there if, and that's a very
big
if. If I didn't complete the mission, most women have enough stuff in their bottom drawer or somewhere under their pillows, under the mattress.
Most women have too much stuff.
Under the bed. Like, they have something to finish off the job, just in case I wasn't able to do it. But 98% of the time, I'm going to be able to finish the job. So, anything else? Bad sex?
Any other topics you wish to cover?
Revenge sex. Have you ever had revenge sex before?
I have not. What is revenge sex? Just by definition, I haven't, but clarify.
revenge sex is somebody cheated on you, so now, or somebody had sex on you, so now you're getting ready to go have sex on them.
Nah, I just break up with them.
Okay.
That's it. If I cheat, it's just because I feel you're inadequate. It's not out of malice.
I've been told that a person did have revenge sex with me, but that was cool though because I was kind of in a.
I mean, I don't understand.
It was cool. I wasn't tripping, like, because I was kind of I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. So sometimes you can't get mad about certain things. Just charge certain things.
Charge it to the game.
You know how sometimes you just have to charge certain things to the game. Like, I'm not, like you say, now revenge sex is dead. Like, it's no need to go out my way to get back at somebody. That's corny.
Yeah,
you know
that's beyond corny.
That's the end is childish as well. So, guess we get ready to break up out of here and stuff. That's all the topics I brought with me tonight.
Oh,
I appreciate everybody checking in with us. We'll be back next Saturday. Now, I got to do some plugs before I get out of here so I don't forget.
Okay.
Kima Love, her show at Crave tonight.
What's the name of the night?
Open Mic Sundays, I believe.
Okay.
March 4th. It was supposed to be last Saturday, but
the
it snowed
snow.
in Raleigh. So March 4th, write down on your calendars.
Project.
This is your plug. March 4th, Club Crave. Project Pat will be in the building.
Yes, Project Pat.
Come kick it with the squad. We're going to have a good time out there.
And I assume he will be playing selections from Getty Green and Mr. Don't Play.
Better play selections for Getty Green. I already know.
I need Mr. Don't Play. I just want to hear Cheese and Dope. I told everybody once he plays Cheese and Dope, I'm just leaving after that.
So, yes. And then, like I said, if you want to come on the show, let me know. Let us know. We take anybody up here. We're going to set it up where you can just call in and your screen can be up there and, everybody's screen and stuff.
I forgot I can do that.
So we're going to start just letting people call into
Hell
the show
yeah.
and just really kicking it with us and stuff like that and having a good time. Have a great start to your week, even though your kids are going to be at home with you tomorrow if you don't.
Shout out to everybody who doesn't have kids or whose kids are grown.
LLP, long live Putt, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mom and dad. They sent me a picture earlier today showing us about the Hellboys. Mom really, held us down. Me, my brother, and my dad, I love you, Mom. Thanks, everybody, for watching tonight. Like I said, have a great start to your week. Be safe out there. Catch us next Saturday.
All Black Affair, March 4th at Crave Lounge with Project Pat performing live.
Oh, it's all black.
Black Affair.
It's all black. I forgot to tell y'all, it's all black.
All black. No white people allowed.
Quit being stingy with the effing podcast. Share our show. Share our show. The more comments, the better. Remember that. Y'all be good. Have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh, I got to get up. Hit the stop button and people got to watch me.
We're still live. We're still live.